Good afternoon, everybody. So this is Guy with New Bee Bees, and it's a beautiful day out today. It's Sunday, February the 3rd. So we're right in the middle of winter with the bees and everything. And yesterday we went through this entire hive right here and looked it over and made sure there weren't any queen cells started, which I kind of doubt at this time of the year. But as today, it's about 65, 66 degrees today on Sunday, although Wednesday it was 22 degrees, so we have a lot of change in temperature. So at the end of this video, we're going to tell you how you can win this beautiful 3D t-shirt. And it's a beautiful bee t-shirt, and we're going to be giving that away to some lucky winner, and we'll tell you how to do that at the end of this video. But as for right now, we're just going to talk a little bit to new beekeepers. It's getting closer to spring. There's going to be a lot of people wanting to get into the beekeeping. And if any of y'all watched my earlier videos, you'll see why I don't necessarily recommend for the first year for a new beekeeper to buy a package of bees, simply because it's a variety of 3 or 4 hives put together and then a strange queen put in there. And sometimes they stay, sometimes they leave. I mean, you just never know. With these nukes that you purchase here, and like this is called a nuke, which is a nucleus. So that's a 5-frame bottom hive, and I purchased those from Dave at Barnyard Bees back in October. And as of now, both of these are completely full. So what's great about getting one of these little nukes here is, let me give you an example. When you buy a package, you get a 3-pound package of bees. That's it, and a queen. Then you got to go get you a box and everything. You got to dump them in a 5-frame or a 10-frame box, whatever you decide to go with. So you get that extra cost of the box in there. With a nucleus, you already get the box, and then you're going to get 5 frames. You can probably get a frame of honey with bees on it, a frame of pollen, and larvae and cells and a queen, and everything already be established. All you got to do is bring that home and set that up. And you're just way ahead of it. And the difference, a package of bees costs you about $130 to $140. A nuke will cost you about $175, $180, I think is what I paid Dave at Barnyard Bees for these. And so, you know, you get in the box and everything. I mean, why would you not pay an extra $20 or $30 to get a good established hive? I can tell you Dave's right about calm bees. His bees are really calm. I went through this entire box yesterday. No problems at all whatsoever. I don't smoke my bees if I can help it, if it's not necessary. And just to explain, you know, people tell you they smoked the bees or didn't smoke the bees. They smoked them a little, didn't smoke them. So what that means is whenever you open up a hive, as soon as you crack it open, the bees send out a pheromone saying, hey, we are under attack. Let's go see what's attacking us so we can attack back. So by smoking it a little bit, that kind of hides that pheromone that they're putting out, and that way it covers it up, and they don't realize they can't send out that attack pheromone to attack whatever's after them. But if you got nice calm bees like these right here, you probably don't have that problem or won't have that problem. As you know, here we don't sell anything. We don't sell package of bees. We don't necessarily any kind of program. We buy from other people. As a new beekeeper, we're just kind of telling you who we're buying from and what we're doing, and kind of give you where we bought them from, how well they're working, the whole 9 yards. You know, what we think is best, what worked for us, what didn't work for us, and hopefully to save you from having to make the same mistakes as I did when I first got into beekeeping. And I'm gonna tell you, I made a lot of mistakes. So this is something new I did want to show you. I just started doing this. This is a little 2-frame box here that I did, and one side has got pollen in it, and then the other side is the sugar feeder. And you can see the bees are really working in there. Goodness gracious, working on that sugar. Not so much in the pollen. I don't know if it's a brand of pollen that I'm buying. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. I may look at a different brand and see if that helps. And if that does, I'll tell you which worked for me and which one didn't. Right now, they don't seem to like this one at all. I hardly ever see any bees inside this pollen here. So we're fixing to open up this little hive right here and go through it. Make sure there's no queen cells started. What happens is once these things begin to fill up, they'll start a queen cell. They'll realize, hey, we're almost full. We don't have enough room. Let's start a new queen, and then half of us will leave, and then you'll lose a lot of your bees, and you don't want that to happen. You want to be able to move this hive, or part of this hive, over to an empty box. Like over here, I got some already ready to go. Move them over there so that you don't lose them in a tree, or they get off from you and they're gone for good. So, only thing I got on today is some gloves. I always put on some rubber gloves or some latex gloves when I'm fooling the bees. Like your mom always told you, you don't never know where your hands have been. So, you know, if I was working with any kind of oil or grease or anything such as that, I'd rather not contaminate my bees with that. So I'm gonna put on some rubber gloves just for that sake. And we're gonna start going into this hive. You can see these right here are really working on these little hive top feeders. Boy, Dave turned me on to these as well. And they have just worked great. You know, in the summertime, I'll take this same feeder, put that little cup back down inside there, fill it with sugar water. And if you've watched my other things, I'll put that little stocking thing around there just so the bees don't drown. That little side of that wall there is kind of slick, and they get over the side and they get over in the water part of it and they'll drown. So I put a little stocking around it so that they can climb in and out and have something to climb to. But you can see these bees are pretty gentle. You can see all the way down in there, they're coming up. It's a wonderful day out today. So here we go. We're gonna open it up and just kind of look down in there, and I'll show you what I see as I go. All right, so here we are with the top off. Now, if you're up north in the cold states where there's a lot of snow and ice, I don't recommend maybe going into these boxes in February, for the fact that the bees seal it all up with propolis and everything, and it's kind of a winter tight. And so when you break that and go into that, you kind of open up little air holes and cracks and stuff. So this is another box, another bottom nuke that I'd got from Dave. I think apparently that maroon is his signature color, or brown. This must be his signature color. And of course, immediately after I got it home, I had to add an extra layer to it because they were just growing so fast. So we're gonna start pulling out some of these frames here and just take a look, make sure there's not an extra lot of burr comb and extra comb built up on it that leads from one to the bottom. Like to try to keep it as clean as possible. So I'm gonna start pulling them out, and I'll show you what I see as I go. All right, so here we are. We pulled out a couple of frames. We're just kind of looking to see what the bees are doing. They've already kind of built. This is a one of the plastic frames, which I don't necessarily use a lot of. I think it just kind of came with this box. So they're starting to build it out pretty good. This is the top section, which was nothing up here. Of course, last year all we had is the bottom, so they've already built it out quite a bit right there. As you can see down in there is quite a few bees down in the bottom that are really working and moving around a lot. So they've already begun to work on this this little one as well. Now there's a little place on the bottom where they're trying to. I got one little bee that's kind of mad that doesn't necessarily like it. So trying to get into my thing. So trying to find a place that she could probably sting. So anyhow, here we go. We're just gonna slide it back together. Everything looks really good. Nothing really to worry about in this box. Everything's good. We're just gonna put it back together. Don't see anything that needs to be cleaned off. They are already expanding pretty good. And adding on to this box and building it out. So that's what we wanted. So we're gonna start adding these two frames back inside and get it all sealed back up for them so that they can go ahead and put them to bed and for the night. So all right, so we got it put back together, got the top back on it. What I like about these hive top feeders and this little box here on the top is the fact that it allows ventilation to come up through here and up through here, and it can go out the top. If the bees don't need it, they will close that up. I'll show you what I'm talking about in this other box over here in just a second. But anyhow, everything's doing great, so we're gonna close it up and move along. All right, so here we are over in the other box over here. This was a package of wild bees that I had collected about October, somewhere along in that time. And so what happened is I accidentally killed my queen, which was a nightmare. So I did order another queen from Dave at Barnyard Bees, an Italian queen, and got her within like 2 days. She was here, so I installed her in this hive. And what you'll see now, if you'll notice, as you look at some of those down there, some of them are more yellow and some of them are dark striped. Now, when I got this wild hive, they were all dark striped, kind of like a just what they call a mutt bee. So as this queen, which was an Italian queen, probably bred with Italian king, who knows. So, but anyhow, as she begins to lay eggs and produce her own offspring, slowly this hive will completely change over to all Italian hive as the older bees begin to die off. And you can see some down inside there that are, you know, they're just a darker looking bee. So that's probably some of the older offspring, the older bees that were already here. And then the bright yellow ones, of course, are the Italians, which is the new queen hatching out. You can see them all standing there, staring up, looking. All these bees are extremely nice, calm. If the queen is good and calm, most of the time the rest of the bees will be also. So now we're moving back to this shirt. I'm gonna tell you how you can win this shirt. As you know, we do not sell anything on this channel. But we hope what we're doing is teaching a new beekeeper about bees and teach them our mistakes and what to do, what not to do, and that sort of thing. So that's what we're doing. And I hope you've learned something. If you hadn't, tell me, and I'll try to make the videos a little better. But we're trying to promote our channel and kind of get it growing since we've only been a couple of months old. So we would like to get to 1,000 subscribers. And that should not be hard to do, considering some of the bee people on here got 65 and 70,000 subscribers. So what we're going to do is if you go on our channel, New Beekeeper, and subscribe to this, and then you tell 15 other people, and they go on the same channel and they subscribe too, and they have to put a footnote in there. Hey, Billy Johnston or Sue Ellen told me to come on your channel and subscribe to this, and they have to click subscribe also. The person that gets the most other people to subscribe up till we reach 1,000, we're gonna cut it off at 1,000, gets this shirt. Now this is an extra large. If it doesn't fit you, don't worry about it. We'll order you one that does fit you and we'll ship it straight to your home. So that's how you can win this shirt. I think this shirt was about $45, $48. So you can get it for free. All you have to do is get other people to subscribe. It's just that simple. Just tell your friends you know, hey, go on that channel, mention my name, and then I'll let the winner know on there who it was, and then that time we can message each other back and forth, and you can tell me your address, and I'll tell you how to ship this shirt, or how I'll ship this shirt to you, or a shirt just like it in your size. So that's how we're giving away. Just look for 1,000 subscribers, and you know, maybe in March or April we may shoot for 10,000 subscribers if we reach 1,000 here. And what we do, we may even give away a package of bees or a nuke of bees, you know, just to try to get our subscription up, and hopefully people are listening to what we say or what I say, and I hope I'm helping you. I made so many mistakes when I got started. I thought, oh my goodness, and I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So I'm thinking, what can I do to help other people not do the same things that I did and make the same mistakes that I did? And so I'm gonna try to answer those questions for you, and hopefully it'll work. I hope it helps you out. So that's what we're doing, and that's how you can win the shirt. And so this is Guy with Newbie Beekeepers. Keep watching, keep listening, keep subscribing, because like I said, there's a good chance that in March or April we'll give someone a package or a nuke of bees, and you can win that too as well. And all you gotta do is just get other people to hit that subscribe button, and we're shooting for 1,000 subscribers. So once again, it's a beautiful day out today. Looks like the sun is just going down here in Alabama. Weather's been great today, so I hope you enjoyed this short video, and look forward to seeing you again. This is Guy with Newbie Beekeepers. Thank you.